Hello, everyone. Do this to become magnetic to millionaires. That's the topic of today's video. And the goal for you is to understand that there are certain behaviors that are magnetic in a romantic relationship. And in certain behaviors, you will be friend zoned. And with certain behaviors, you will attract men who want you to provide for them, who are probably broke, and who, will be very low effort. Okay, that's the goal of this video. And I have to start with, until Black Friday, you have 50% off for all of my courses, especially Live in Love and Bliss is the course where you embody magnetism towards millionaires. Okay, so check it out in the description box. And let me share you an example. It was a few years ago when I was circular dating, and I went on a date with a guy. He was also a millionaire, multimillionaire. He had this amazing car and properties and everything. And for some reason, we had very similar hobbies and topics. Like, he was also so much into personal development, psychology, spirituality, and philosophy and stuff. And I don't know, I just, for this day, I knew already how to kind of behave on dates, but I just enjoyed so much having a discussion with him, because it happened that he had the same kind of hobbies like me or interest topics, okay? And so we spent, I think, 3 hours. It was like a summer day in the park, 3 hours of great conversations, like discussions. We talked about personal development, philosophy, psychology. No, I'm coming always live here to share with you ladies also those topics and to talk about this, right? So it's like, I'm so passionate about this, but it's the information that I'm passing to you from my head, right? Like, I'm not sharing with you my emotions, which would create an emotional bond. But I'm sharing with you the information. If I'm teaching or if I'm coaching, it's more about the information, okay? So anyways, and then we had this amazing discussion, and I just felt like, wow, even if we wouldn't date, he could be my friend, because we just have similar topics to talk about. Yeah. And what happened then, I thought, this guy is so amazing. He's a millionaire, he's good looking, and I can discuss things with him like with my girlfriend. And then he was not interested in, any kind of relationship. He was not even interested in any kind of intimacy, and not relationship, nothing. He completely friend zoned me. And that was even new for me, because at that time, like, I already embodied magnetism. Like, I really did. Like, I knew how to date. I was already coached. Like, I already knew it. And then also, usually men would want to have intimacy with me, because I was also connected to this magnetic energy. Yeah. That's not a bad thing if they want it. They just have to have the boundary. So I was kind of confused in this time. And I thought, let me ask him. So I was very curious. I didn't take it personal. I just asked him, okay, can you tell me more? I would like to know more. So I knew he liked my looks. I knew that he thought I'm very nice and kind. And I was just interviewing him, just to see what he's saying. And he said, I asked him, what's the reason why you don't see anything beyond friendship with me? And he said, well, I'm just not feeling it in my gut. I'm just not having this magnetic pull towards you. I just don't have this feeling in my gut. I don't know. Like he said, it just feels like friends, like it was an amazing conversation, and we surely have so much in common and so many thoughts that we could exchange and topics and discussions. But like he said that, but I'm just not feeling this gut level attraction towards you. Okay. So that's what he said. And I literally had to laugh when I heard this, because I was like, of course, I just knew it. I used my brain to connect with him. So we had like a 3-hour long debate, and he, of course, friend zoned me. Of course he did. Like, I get it, because this kind of mental connection he can have at work, he can have with other people, with his guy friends. And a man needs this gut level attraction towards you to, to kind of feel inspired, to be high effort. And he needs this to continue to invest in you, to fall in love. And I even, I think it was a free masterclass I was doing once, one girl asked me, but I really like discussions. Like, I really, really like talking to a guy about topics of my interest. And I get it. Like, we all have our interest topics. Sometimes it changed. Like, in my late teens, my biggest interest topic was working out. And later it was nutrition and health. And later now it developed into personal development and dating and stuff. And I created a business out of that. But we all have our interest topics, let's say. Okay. And so she said, okay, but can I just like have a conversation with them, like a discussion? And I'm like, yes, but then he will not have this gut level attraction towards you. And I truly believe once you are in a more committed relationship, okay, you can, of course, start having discussions. You can debate, share your thoughts, just like you do with your girlfriend. But especially in the beginning, and later too, like most of the time, you would have to create this emotional connection, which will make you magnetic. And the emotional connection is not happening in your head, it's happening in your body. Okay, so it's like a body to body connection, an emotional connection, okay, which will lead him to be high effort and want to be with you. And I think I shared this a lot of times with you before, but this emotional connection is not as easy as just sharing, oh, I just feel good having good weather today. Like, this is very superficial. This emotional connection also comes from really connecting to your own life force energy, connecting to your deep intuition, deep feelings. And it's not easy for especially modern women who high achieving, who need to problem solve at work, to really drop into their body, because the head, like, we kind of like live in our head. And I get it, I was there too. Okay. So, and let me share with you one more example. So then, of course, I understood that, like, I understood it before too, but after this guy told me this, I was like, of course, I didn't create any emotional connection. So this is how you see that it has nothing to do with your personality, looks, age, style. I was, by the way, way younger than him. Like, it has nothing to do with all of those things. Yes, it might be the first, like, enter of the door, like when he thinks, oh yeah, you're kind of cute. Of course, let me talk to her, let me go out with her. But later it's all about the emotional connection. Okay, so another time when I was dating another millionaire that I got engaged to later too, I kind of knew how to do it. And he also would talk about topics that would interest me. So he would talk a lot about investments. And I'm also interested in investments and those topics. But I knew I just can't have this discussion with him, at least for now. Like I really have to do this emotional connection. And he even keep telling me that like he gets so magnetized, addicted by my energy. And not only him, like it was like every guy. Like it just works with every guy. Millionaires, broke guys, like with every guy. It's just that later when you're so magnetic, you can choose. You have more options to choose. And when you kind of have this emotional connection, right, with a guy, with a man, with a millionaire, this is how you can attract this high effort and commitment easily because you will just feel good having a woman that is embodied in her feminine energy, and that he can finally have a break of this mental connection discussions. Like he's very much craving the emotions. You know how so many women, including me, we just like feel overwhelmed by our emotions if we don't know how to handle them, because we just have so many. Men sometimes are so disconnected and they just crave a little bit of those emotions, first of all. And secondly, it's like it's giving him like energy and motivation to do his life. So that's another reason why he needs this from you. Yeah. And when you learn how to do it, when you have this emotional connection, that's a third point. He is going to be high effort, do anything that you want, because he no longer is in his head, he's in his emotions. And when you share, it would make me feel so good to receive this gift from you. Of course, he's going to do that. He will not go into his mental thinking, I'm not sure if it's a smart investment to spend my money now on this bag. He will just feel, yeah, sure. If it makes you happy, happy wife, happy life. And also, he will also feel inspired to commit to a woman like that. Yeah. Of course, if he's available. Some men are just not available. They're maybe already married. They are so traumatized that they just can't. We can't help them. But if he's available, he will be able to step up. And I have so many one-on-one clients who, after a month even of working with me, but usually after 6 months, so I recommend 6 months, got engaged to multimillionaires, get married, and it was just a game changer because they knew how to attract them and keep them. Yeah. And the most closest thing that you can learn beside of my one-on-one coaching is the course Live in Love and Bliss. This is where the core message of it is to attract love and money effortlessly. However, one tool that I'm teaching you there, and I used a whole module there, is to really become magnetic to millionaires. Be connected to your life force energy and be connected to your feelings, because this is magnetic, and this also will give you more energy. So it's not only to attract a guy. Like let's say you don't want to attract a man, a multimillionaire. But when you start activating your life force energy, you will magnetize all kind of things to you. Other people will want to be around you, not only him, people, friends, children, dogs. Like literally when I activated this magnetic energy, like this embodiment, I'm become a magnet to little children, even to dogs. And it also happens with money opportunities. Yeah. And one more thing I want to add is that once you can really connect to your life with energy, you will also feel magnetic to yourself. Like, this feeling of aliveness comes from, I just can't get enough of my life, right? Like, I'm just so in love with my life, with myself. I just feel so alive. I just want to live more, do more, right? So you also become magnetic to yourself, and that's just a beautiful place to be. And I'm all about self-love, you know that. And yeah, so in all areas, and all, like, this course, Live in Love and Bliss, is for you if you're single, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you want to attract money, because it's just about inner work. And it happened that this inner work will magnetize a millionaire at the same time. Okay, so until Black Friday, this Friday, yeah, it's 50% off. Okay, so make sure to join. And yeah, then I'm seeing you in the next video. And if you liked it, then give this one a thumbs up. And check out the description box for the course link, Live in Love and Bliss, and any other course. Like, it's 50% for all my courses until Black Friday.